Hello Chocks and Chockets, and in between, Roberto here for another video review. It's a special one. It's a limited edition Lion Caramel Blonde. Yeah, look at those. Yeah, wow, look at them. Very nice indeed. Look lovely. Yeah, so basically it seems to be like a caramel milk covered lion bar, basically. Yeah, very interesting. Got this from B&M, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so very, look very nice these, don't they? Look very nice. Quite a big fan of caramel milk, has to be said. So let's just see what it actually says. Waffle with caramel, I think it says there, 34.1% in German, I think that is, but there we go. Yeah, so there's actually an English description, might be is here. Waffle filled with caramel, 34.1%, and crunchy wheat cereals, 8.7%, coated in white icing, 38.7%, with caramel, 7.9%. Wow. So quite a lot there. Does that all add up to, well, I don't know, 60, 72.8, 72.8, 80.7, yeah, 88.8. I think that's up to 88.8%. Does have palm oil in there. Could be wrong, of course. Probably put a caption in to say if I was wrong or not. You can see the calories here as well. It's energy per 100 gram per 30 gram bar. So it's let's see, 494 calories per 100 grams, 448 per bar. 22.6 grams of fat per 100 grams, 6.8 per bar. 12.9 of which are saturates per 100 grams, 3.9 of which are saturates per bar. So there we go. I read that correctly. 5 portions in a bar each. One is 30 gram bar. 5 times 30 grams there. I need to say it looks great, doesn't it? I mean, look at this, love this sort of 80s Bon Jovi look to it. I guess it's a bit like Bon Jovi. Not quite sure why really, but it's interesting. Ready for double caramel, it says. I certainly am. Yeah, I'm always ready for that. Yeah, so look at that. Looks really good, doesn't it? Yeah. What's it got there? Some kind of, I don't know. What's that? Nutri-Score E. Okay, all right. Well, it's a bit of a strange one, that one, isn't it? But I thought it was like an energy efficiency thing at first. It looks very much like that. So it's a bit of a strange one, but there we go. Yeah, it looks really good, this, doesn't it? It looks very interesting. I mean, of course, yeah, I suppose E on the energy or the nutritional score or whatever, but I think we probably would have guessed that from the chocolate bar. What else has it got on the back? Anything else of interest? Some other language sort of addresses there. It's getting some phone numbers to get in touch. The interesting how it says let's talk, and it has none languages are English, but it's interesting, isn't it? Know your portion line. 1 bar regal, must be bar in German perhaps. Yeah, I've heard that mentioned before in some of the Knoppers bar. Oh yeah, there we go, got the calories there as well, look at that. Yeah, well, it's a bit easier there than the caption at the top. There you go, 494 calories per 100 grams, 22.6 grams of fat, 12.9 of which are saturates. Then per portion per bar, 148 calories, 6.8 grams of fat, 3.9 of which are saturates. Is that actually the same as this? It should be, but I've seen them where they've been different before now. It's 494 calories, 148. Yeah. And then fat, 22.6, 6.8. Yeah. Looks to be the same. 12.9, 3.9. Yeah, so they are the same. I've just seen them before where they've not been the same, either by a typo or just been completely different. So just thought I'd just double check. Yeah, these look very nice. Let's say 5 in the pack, but I think yeah, we just need to get into it. Really, I really like this. I really love the look of it. It looks great. Love the look of it. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Really. Yeah, it does look really nice. Lion Bar is basically just a drifter, though, really covered with. You remember drifter? I think they've discontinued them now. But covered with a special topper. So it's a sort of finger of drifter covered with caramel, and then a sort of outer layer of chocolate with Rice Krispie pieces in it, pretty much. I think it refers to the cereal pieces in this. With crunchy wheat cereals, it says. Focuses in. There we go. Waffle filled with caramel and crunchy wheat cereals. There we go, yeah. Maybe not Rice Krispies then. We did say it's not Rice Krispie pieces anyway. But yeah, looks great, this one. But I think we need to give it an open and find out more. So let's do it. Let's give it an open. Okay, I'm going to this limited edition Lion Caramel Blonde pack and open. Yeah, so love the way it's, love the sort of artwork on this. This sort of lion crossed with Bon Jovi or someone like a typical 80s rocker, I guess. Anyway, but it looks interesting. It seems maybe Bon Jovi. It could be anyone, I guess. Yeah, what's it say there as well? Be the king of your jungle, it says. Okay. Yes, I'm ready for double caramel. Yeah, certainly am. So, yeah, let's give these an open then. Let's give them an open. It's a time recording. I've done about 880 reviews, believe it or not. So if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. And so Roberto corner put a link to a place to all my other reviews, including perhaps some related ones if possible. So yes, so go check those out if you watch this one. Hopefully enjoy those too. Okay, so there we go. So got the 5 bars here. Quite small, I think you'd say, when compared to the front. I mean, I feel like I could definitely, see here, sort of at least fit in another one here, couldn't we really? The flourishes and things on the side. Maybe even 2. A bit, it's 1.5 anyway. Yeah, so, a bit poor that, isn't it? A bit poor. Not unusual though. I think the height as well, even height, I mean, you can see, yeah. Scrunched down a bit, of course, but I think you get the picture that there is a bit of room for more longer bars, basically. As I say, not unusual. All right. Okay, so yeah, well, they're really small. They really are tiny, actually. They're really small. I mean, such massive flourishes here. I'll tell you right now, it's ridiculous. We'll just measure this now as it is. This sort of wrapper. About 11.5 centimeters, 11 to 11.5, depends on where you go, but I think, yeah, basically 11.5 really if I flatten that out. Let's give it an actual open. Yeah, as I say, you've got the, just notice actually on it, it seems to, I don't think it had a headband. Just notice on this one, it's got a headband on it, the lion there, you can see there. I guess you can't see the chain that it had. That's headband there as opposed to the chain there, so that's quite interesting. They all have different designs. Maybe they do, don't know. Yeah, I think they've got, oh yeah, look, just not noticed that, could have missed it. So you can see here they've all got different, that's quite interesting, isn't it? So you got, before we measure the flourish difference, we've got a headband one here, a couple of headband ones. Fair enough, or 3 headband ones actually. Then we've got one with shades. Quite an interesting one there. That's quite interesting. And this one here is just a regular one, I think, with the necklace. There you can see the necklace actually. So that's quite good. I don't know if we're missing on any. Maybe, I don't know if there's 5 different types and we've only got 3 of them. I'm not sure, but that's quite interesting, isn't it? Yeah. Quite interesting that. Quite like that. Good packaging on these for sure. But as I say, ridiculously overly flourished. I mean, just have a look. But yeah, 11.5 basically. So let's open it. So 11.5 centimeters, I mean, look at this, I can tell you right away, I mean, just look at it, it's just so ridiculous, it's just ridiculous. I mean, look at this, I mean, just look, just look how much smaller it is, you know what I mean? You could fit so many of these in, it's just ridiculous. I mean, it's, it's about 3 centimeters wide basically, and the wrapper as a whole is 22. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. So you could fit 7 of them rather than 5 in on the length alone. And as I say, on the top of them, so it's like the height is about 10.5 centimeters. I say it's about 8 there. So you got like 2.5 centimeters missing. So it's about a quarter. So if you imagine that times over the 5 bars, well 7 really, if you you realise you could fit 7 in, but 5 at least, an extra 10 centimetres, at least an extra bar on the top as well, an extra bar on the side anyway, extra 3, well there was room for an extra bar anyway, extra 3, 3 bars, and then an extra bar and a half on the top basically, because you got 1 bar for the 5 times 2.5, if not more than 1 bar, and then it's got 2 more at least, so you basically fit in, well, it's just ridiculous. About 4 extra bars basically into the side. Just ridiculous. Yeah, pretty poor that really. Let's give it some accurate measurements then, shall we? Okay, all right. It's at 0 now. Okay. Right, so let's say just that'll be quite accurate, but again, just depends on the bubbles. That's 7.9, 7.95 in length. In height again, there's bubbles and things between the bubbles, about 2 centimeters, but perhaps with 1. Yeah, well, about 2.2 with a bubble. And the width, again, not quite straight. About 2.953 centimetres, but it can depend. It certainly looks very nice, very interesting, but yeah, very, I don't know, just so small compared to the, how the packaging size. Ridiculous, really. Let's give it a bit of a chop. Chop it from the side, so we don't squish everything down. Okay, so it looks quite interesting, doesn't it? Let's see if it'll focus in a bit better. Okay, there we go. Got it to focus in eventually. So you can see the nice caramel layers there, and a sort of chocolate blonde covering with the Rice Krispie pieces in, or wheat cereal pieces, whatever they were called, and obviously the massive caramel surround as well. So there's lots of lots of lovely stuff going on there. Looks very nice indeed. Yeah, it does look very nice. Yeah. So what does it say? Wheaty cereal or something? Did it say? Wheat cereals it says, but I would say the Rice Krispie pieces really. I would have said, but anyway, wheat cereals is what they call it. It's very nice. You can see the wafer layers as well. It's a lovely thick layer of caramel, and say the blonde chocolate cover. So imagine that's a sort of a drifter finger there basically. But yeah, but rather than just being covered in chocolate, it's covered in caramel, and then chocolates mixed with Rice Krispie pieces or whatever else, wheat cereal pieces. Yeah, it looks very nice. Yeah, looks very nice, and it smells quite nice too. Yeah, sort of like a caramel smell to it. Looks lovely. Its mouthwash really good, I think you'd say. But does it taste nice? I think we really need to find out. So let's find out. But does it taste nice? I think we really need to find out. So let's do it. Let's give it a taste. Right, go and give these Nestlé limited edition Lion Caramel Blonde bars a taste. Ready for double caramel? It asks. Yes, I certainly am. I love the artwork on it. Really nice. And then the individual bars have got different, artworks as well. Different sort of caricatures of 80s shenanigans going on. But yeah, with Lion from like the headband guy there, sort of top stars, I guess. There are shades there as well as the chain guy. There might be more one on the front with the chain. Might be more. I'll say I don't know if it's random or what. Well, presumably it's random, but I'll say we might have missed out on some. We've only got 3, so there might be 5 in total. I'm not sure. There you go. Yeah. Okay, so we've got one we chopped in half before. So let's give it a taste. Very excited for this. It's basically like a caramel lion bar essentially. So, but blonde is the sort of romantic name for it, I guess. But yeah, let's give it a go. Let's do it. Yeah, very nice actually. So the caramel really does, and the caramel white chocolate really does mix well with it. Is it caramel white chocolate? Did I actually say? I think we mentioned it before, but well, we're filled with caramel and crunchy wheat cereals coated in white icing. It says with caramel, so it's white icing, not necessarily white chocolate, but a white white chocolate. Yeah, not necessarily white chocolate, but white icing. It says. So I'm not sure what that really means, but it looks. It's a bit. It's like Caramax and the McVitie's Gold Bars aren't actually white chocolate either, but well, it's actually chocolate, so it could be. Yeah, so I guess it isn't really chocolate, but whatever it is, it comes across like it. A lovely chew to it actually. A nice crunch. Yeah. I think the coating doesn't come across that chocolatey, and basically because it isn't chocolate really, by the looks of it. So it is that. It's a bit of a shame, but nonetheless, it's quite nice actually. It is nice. It's not perfect, but I think it's a lovely addition to it. It suits it well, really. The sort of the caramel flavouring on the outside, it really does, because it's a caramel bar basically, very chewy. All that caramel mixed with the wafer. Not bad at all, really. I think it's I think it would have benefited from really being chocolate, because you can tell it's not really chocolate, and it kind of, does kind of come across a bit that way. It's just not quite as good as you'd like it to have been. It should have been white chocolate really, mixed with, sort of like caramel basically. I would have think that would have just been a bit better. But nonetheless, it's still nice. Yeah, it's a lovely chew, lovely caramel. Works really well actually. It's just a nice set of textures, but it doesn't blow me away. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I've had anything massively special, something unique but not really very special. I don't know. Yeah, strange one really. It's nice though, it is very nice, but just no real wow factor, I think. But I do like the appearance of it. I like the I see all the packaging things, all the sort of 80s lions on it, it look quite interesting. But the flourishes on it are ridiculous. As I say, they are ridiculous. I mean, I've seen some terrible ones in my time, and Kinder Bueno is definitely up there, and this one as well, really just ridiculous amounts of flourishes there. We could probably have 3 or 4 more bars in the space of the packaging. You only get 5. So it's almost like they almost double the amount that could fit into the area basically. Some of them straight fits in. Some of them where obviously there's just small space that wouldn't specifically fit a bar in maybe, but you know, there is space there for more along the top, for instance, things like this. But yeah, anyway, yeah, not too bad. I think I like the sort of the caramel coating, icing, whatever, caramel icing, whatever it's called. It's a bit of a funny name for it, really, but it does come across as, you could be fooled into thinking it's chocolate, but it doesn't quite feel like chocolate, you know, taste like chocolate, but it comes across well enough. I say the chew and the crunchy bits on the outside are very nice as well. It gives you a good chew. It does last a long time. I just think it's missing like a wow factor for me. But I think Lion bars generally do for me as well. So you bear that in mind. They're not my favourite bar in the world. I feel like they're just a bit mundane really. But this one, so it does work really nice having that sort of blonde coating. I think suits the bar pretty well. It just doesn't really wow me, you know. But it is nonetheless looks great and tastes nice. It's just missing quite a lot of oomph really, if you know what I mean, but still nice. But yeah, I think for me a 4 out of 5 basically. An interesting bar. I definitely don't think it's out of place or wrong. I think it could be a permanent bar, this one. I think it's really nice, really tasty. I think it definitely is just as good, if not better, as than a regular Lion bar. But it just doesn't, I don't know, I just wish it had a bit more of an oomph to it, something a bit more interesting about it. I'd say if it was actually white chocolate mixed with caramel, I think it just would make it a bit more interesting. But as it stands, yeah, it's just a bit, I don't know, just a bit, doesn't quite, yeah, I don't know. It's above average bar, it's a 4 out of 5, but it's just not more than that, you know what I mean? It's interesting, it looks great, it has lots of textures and tastes, but just not enough of them. The caramel coating is just a bit too safe, you know, there's nothing too special about it. Just, as I say, I just wish it was a bit more chocolatey, basically, yeah. But 4 out of 5, still a good rating. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that review. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Check out the YouTube member program. It's great to support the channel. It really is. Link for that's in the description. As is the link for the Discord server, which is great to keep in touch with myself and the community. Yeah, as I say, like my videos, leave a comment or free. Always great to hear from you, and I always do my best to reply. Subscribe if you haven't already, as I say. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye for now. See ya. Bye.